Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up.
Greetings, redheads. Thank you for joining us in another episode of your favorite show, which... oh, my bad. It's a Resview. He looking like, what's going on? What's going on? As you can see, we are coronavirus world tour ready. You know what I'm saying? We got the gloves, we got the disinfectant spray, we got the Clorox wipes, you know what I'm saying? Everything. We are ready. Look, this coronavirus ain't gonna stop this show. I've been giving love to this coronavirus. Shout out to the coronavirus. But
shout out to coronavirus. No!
Every time I do it, it just increases and increases and increases.
It probably does.
Man, but yeah. Man, I hope everybody is safe.
Yeah.
I hope everybody is secure. Be with your loved ones on this time off. We'll get into a little bit of coronavirus later. But right now, I want to talk about something that, some music. I want to get into some music and something that dropped over this past weekend.
Okay.
A project that I think is long overdue. We've been waiting. It's been highly anticipated for the last 10 years.
Project Pat dropped a new album.
Here we go. We are talking about the one and only Electronica, ladies and gentlemen. So he dropped an album that was this past Friday.
Yeah.
Along, Jay-Z is featured on the project. I know. Hold on. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Nothing yet. I'll let you toss it up.
But what is this shit called? I forgot.
It's called it was
okay.
Written Testimony. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jay Electronica dropped the written testimony, and man, we're gonna get into first. We're gonna talk about the pros of it. Then we'll get into the cons because I know this guy right here has a lot to say about the project on a negative side.
No, I don't actually.
But let's talk about it overall as a project. Okay, so like I said, Jay Electronica's a rapper from New Orleans, Louisiana. He is 43 years of age. He's been signed to Rock Nation.
Is Jay like that on for real?
Yeah, he's up there.
Dang.
He's up there. He's been signed to Rock Nation for a while now. Yeah. I remember his signing was along with J. Cole. Right. And I was like, that's when Rock Nation was just first starting up.
So at least 10 years.
10 years, yeah. 10 years plus. So, because I remember after, I think, was I still at Jack State or I graduated Jack State? 2012, 2011-ish, something like that. But around those times, he dropped Exhibit A, B, C. Well, I know those exhibits that he dropped, and those were just, oh my God, people call him the prodigal son of hip hop. People were just like, oh my God, this dude is crazy. Like his flow, he was complex, but also not simplistic, but just, you could understand him. He wasn't like on the Wu-Tang vibe, but it's the reason Jay-Z messed with him, and he's from New Orleans. So I think that he's the most lyrical rapper ever to come out of New Orleans.
More lyrical than Wayne?
Absolutely. I didn't say better rapper.
No, you said more lyrical.
He's more lyrical than Wayne. He's the best.
More lyrical than Currency?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. He sounds like he could be with the Wu-Tang Clan.
I mean, he does.
Yeah. But anyway, so he dropped this album, and man, was it worth the 10-year wait? I personally say yes. Man, let me just go through the track list, dude. When he brings it in with an overwhelming event, right?
Right.
You hear the first voice that you hear is Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Yes, sir.
And you hear Minister Louis Farrakhan throughout the album. I love the samples on this album. The production. Now, this is the thing. Some people may not like the production because it's not your average, ordinary hip-hop production.
Right.
But this gives me the vibe of, when I first heard it, it gives me the Nas Untitled vibe. And it also gives me the Kendrick Lamar to Pimp a Butterfly vibe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
the Unmastered.
And the Unmastered. It's like, dude, it's like, I am a fan of you being able to create art.
Okay.
Meaning you don't have to have an 808. You know what I'm saying? You can have an instrumental with a sample, just like how they were doing on Watch the Throne with Curtis. Curtis wasn't really a hard-hitting beat, but they were rapping over the sample, and I think that's dope as hell. You know,
when it's done right.
When it's done right.
Yeah.
Ghost of Soulja Slim, A1.
Yeah.
I love how Jay-Z went on there. And the one thing about Jay-Z, even though he's heavily featured, I feel like Jay Electronica brought him into his world, and Jay-Z adapted to the New Orleans sound. As far as because he's rapping like somebody from Cash Money on Ghost of Soulja Slim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's just his whole rap pattern. I can't remember if it was BG rapping like that or somebody from Cash Money. My favorite song on here is The Blinding. The reason I say The Blinding is, of course, Swiss Beats, his favorite producer of all time. He brung it in.
Child, please.
But That when it cuts, I forgot who said that they made that beat.
Yeah.
When that beat cuts and goes to the next song, it's the same song, but when it goes to the next song of the, dude, that beat changes up. That is one of the dopest songs I've heard in a while. The way he says, when Jay-Z brings it and says, the gift that keeps giving like Babushka.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he passes it to Jay Electronica. He says that little line, and Jay Electronica slaughters that beat. That is my most disappointing song too, because it wasn't as long as I wanted it to be.
Right.
It felt like I was there with him. It's like he addressed things like, he said, "Ho, hit me up, like, what you scared of heights? No, your sister tired of working." And he had that New Orleans sound. Dude, every time I hear that, it just like, it's like Cash Money meets Wu-Tang Clan.
Right.
Never Ending Story, I was just humming that.
Yeah.
That's one of the beats I'm talking about.
I like that one too.
I love that track. Shiny Suit Theory's dope. Universal Soldier is very important to listen to. Flux Capacitor. Capacitor.
Yeah.
My bad. That was a pretty dope when Jay-Z addressed his NFL, like people calling him a sellout, and he's like, I could buy a whole NFL bench. Or he said, I have more money than a whole NFL bench. I think that was dope.
Than Roger Goodell.
Yeah. Fruits of Spirit was dope. The one with the dream, is that because
it's two with the dream.
Okay, was the dream? Was he what other one was he singing on though?
So I can't remember the name of them, but I know he was on two of them.
Two of them.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Well, the one where he's like, "You gonna be like Ezekiel's will." Yeah. Now, to me, I didn't like the way he sounded.
Okay.
But somehow it works.
Yeah, it blended well.
Yeah. But
because we know the dreams can sound good.
Can sound good.
So he sounded bad on purpose.
Right.
But
it ended up working. Well. How crazy is that, dude? Like, that's why I think it takes selected MCs and just selected people who know the culture and know how to make things sonically work. Kanye's a beast at that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like even going back to the Blinded with Travis Scott. Travis Scott only had one line, but that gave me the Watch the Throne type of vibe, but that Kanye was missing. And one thing I wanted to point out, I could really see Kendrick Lamar and Rhapsody getting on one of these songs and just riding it out. And then the last one, APIDTA.
Okay.
What's that acronym for?
Is due to Allah.
All praises is due to Allah. Ashallah. So I really, that was dope. He said, I got numbers in my phone that'll never ping again.
Yeah.
Dude, like Jay said that. Right. Yeah. Jay-Z said that. But overall, man,
you know who he was talking about?
Nipsey, right?
And Kobe.
And Kobe, yeah. So my thing is, with this album, I appreciate it. Jay-Z is heavily featured on there, but I think overall it's a remarkable project. Okay. I think that he should have dropped it way sooner. It's long overdue, but obviously it's right on time because a lot of us are talking about it. He even said some stuff to offend Peter Rosenberg. Did you see that?
I saw that.
The synagogue. What did he say, Shine?
Synagogue of Satan.
Synagogue of Satan. Yeah. He got mad about that
because that's what they say. Jews worship.
Right.
Well, the fake Jews, because according to what Jay Elec is saying, black people are the real Jews.
Exactly.
Which is why they worship in the synagogue.
In the synagogue, because
they're the fake Jews.
If the black people are Israelites, we're the original Hebrew Israelites and things like that. Some of the same stuff that Kendrick was talking about on his Damn album.
Yeah.
So that's just like I said, the production is dope to me. I've been listening to this from top to bottom, back to back, and honestly, I haven't heard a project that has me in this mode like this since Kendrick Lamar's The Pimp a Butterfly. Okay. That's just me. I'm not calling it a classic. I did not call it that. But I do think that it is a great body of work, hip-hop for the culture. Okay. Go ahead, DJ PM. Tell us how negative you think about this project.
So, for one, I appreciate Jay-Z for letting Jay Elec be featured on his album. Because that was very nice of him. That's the first
we're not going to. That's so
Bro, this is a Jay-Z album.
Stop. No, it's not.
The album got 13 tracks on it, and Jay-Z is on 10 of them. Stop.
The album has 10 tracks.
And Jay-Z is on 8 of them.
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
First of all, Jay-Z watched this man on every track.
That's not true.
Every track, damn near.
He sounded...
Every track, damn near.
Because you're a Jay-Z fan.
No! Yes, because I like music and lyrics and bars. Come on, man.
Did he slaughter him on the Blinding? When the beat switched up?
No. All right. I
give you that. All right. Okay.
I said damn near everyone.
Okay. All right.
All right. So, but listen, though.
Okay.
The thing about it is, I'm going to tell you why I say Jay-Z slaughtered him. Not strictly because he's a better rapper, which he is, but because Jay-Z had more relevant subject matter, and so it was easier to relate to.
It was easier to digest.
Correct.
He's easier. Jay-Z is easier to listen to,
Correct.
but of course,
because you know, oh, he had that going on.
Right.
Versus Jay Elect is such a private and closed-in individual.
Absolutely, yeah.
You really just gotta listen to, process it.
Yeah.
Plus Jay Elect, both of them was dropping knowledge.
Right.
They both reminded me of some AZ.
Oh
type
yeah,
music.
bro. You know about AZ?
Come on, man.
Oh
I'm a
man,
hip-hop head.
All
Stop
right.
playing, man.
All right, dog. Hey.
Dog, did you really just?
I was
Stop.
asking. I mean,
So anyway, they both reminded me of that.
Mm-hmm.
The project is dope. It's not a classic to me.
Tell them who AZ is real quick.
No, I'm not gonna tell them. Do your research.
All right.
Redheads. If
Okay.
you don't know who AZ is, do your research.
Go ahead.
But so it's not a classic for me, and here's why. The mixing and mastering was bad to me on a lot of joints. And somebody pulled up a point. It's because most of those verses are old. And they just put them on new tracks.
Yeah.
Which would make sense why the mixing and mastering would sound off.
It's highly noticeable on, is it Universal Soldier or Shiny Suit?
Shiny Suit. Yeah.
That like.
But you know, that came out like 10 months ago, maybe a year.
Yeah.
Like,
About a year or 2 years ago.
was it? Yeah, I know it came out a while ago.
Yeah.
But so that's the one issue for me why it's not a classic.
Right.
Because
Okay.
some of the tracks I'm listening to it and like I have to really tune in to even hear what they saying because the mixing and mastering is so bad. But my thing is Guru did it, so like
What was that about?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Guru's probably one of the best engineers ever.
Right.
According to, in my opinion anyway.
Sean's a good engineer too.
I 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Right.
No disagreement.
Right.
Okay, then so that was one issue for me. Another issue was I hate Flux Capacitor. I hate that song.
You do?
It's trash.
You think it's trash?
Now Jay-Z's bars, bananas, especially the way he flipped those. You know, Jay-Z's the king of the double and triple entendres.
Yeah.
The way he kept like leaving off on one word and picking up on that same word, but make it dog.
Yeah.
Bananas.
Yeah.
But I hated that get the gat. That was cheesy to me.
But to me, it was dope because, like I said, Jay Electronica brought him to New Orleans.
I get why they did it.
Right.
It was just cheesy to me. And then Jay Elect was rapping like he was doing a Blueface impersonation on that song. He was all over the beat. All over the beat. Bro, go listen to it again. He could not find that beat to save his life. So that's why I hated that record. Okay. I actually skipped that record every time it comes on.
Oh wow.
But other than that, I like every other song on the album.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a really dope album. I think hip hop needed it, especially in this era of all this bullshit music.
Yeah.
I really think hip hop needed it.
Now it's a lot of people who don't like the project.
Yeah, but it's because they can't read.
That's him said that you can't read. If you had trouble in the third grade in the reading subject,
like reading out loud,
you probably don't like this project.
Yeah, you probably don't.
Now, this is what I'll say. Okay, hip hop is art, right?
Is.
Rap music is art.
Correct.
Everything ain't gonna have an 808. Everything isn't sonically, because it's a lot of y'all who liked Yeezus, which I thought sonically was horrible.
I like it now though, actually.
But you found a way, and these are the same people who trashed To Pimp a Butterfly that are calling it a classic now.
I hated To Pimp a Butterfly, and I call it a classic.
But you call it a classic. One thing about me,
I hated To Pimp a Butterfly.
I love To Pimp a Butterfly made me be a Kendrick Lamar fan.
It made me be one too.
Okay.
But when I hated it.
You hated it when it first came out. Because people are anticipating. Like, first of all, with Jay Electronica, you don't know what to expect. No. I didn't know what to expect. But I feel like people automatically, once they hear something that is not the usual, they are like, oh, this is trash.
Because I know auto-tune on it.
Yeah.
I knew what to expect from Jay Electronica because, shout out to my dog, Fifth Child. He put me on Jay Electronica a while back because I was like, what's the hype? Because this is my real... I still believe this. Now, I ain't snitching.
Okay.
But Jay Electronica killed somebody for Jay-Z. He had to. How else can this man get Jay-Z on 9 songs, bro?
I mean, what other great rapper has Jay-Z been around that was under his belt that was as great as Electronica is? Like, I don't see that.
But here's the thing, though. We didn't technically know how great Jay Electronica was because he don't have an album. He didn't have an album.
But
in my opinion, he still don't have it. Them songs, anybody can be, bro. If me and you lock in a lab and write 100 songs, we can find 5.
Right.
That's the best songs you ever heard.
But I
in your
remember
life.
when the exhibits dropped, everybody was like, "Oh my!" It's a difference. Like when J. Cole was dropping, everybody was like, "Okay, good,
Jay
good,
better
good."
than J. Cole?
Lyrically, yeah.
To me too.
Lyrically, yeah.
I mean,
Now,
because one raps about losing their virginity, and the other raps about other real
this dude,
stuff.
Hey man, what do you? Okay, so What is your favorite song on this
That
project?
song.
I
ain't never did this before. Yeah, I hate that song.
I ain't never did this before. But you ain't. So if you didn't like that song, you must have not liked Lights Please. You didn't like that?
Oh, I actually like Lights Please.
Well, that kind of goes around the same realm.
No, it's different.
Anyway, shout out to J. Cole.
Shout out to
Shout
J.
out to
Cole.
Rock Nation.
Shout out to the whole
It's the
Rock
Rock.
Nation. It's the Rock.
Rock Nation better than Rockefeller Records was. No, they're not.
I think they have a better
Roster.
core of rappers, maybe.
Who's on Rock Nation?
You got
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z,
Jay
Electronica,
Electronica,
J. Cole, Kanye.
Kanye's not on Rock Nation.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Bro, yes, he is.
Bro, he's not on there.
Okay, cool.
He's on Def Jam.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
All right.
You want to bet?
No,
Because
no.
I keep.
We'll talk about that
All right.
later.
Anyway, what's your favorite song off of here?
Off there?
Yeah.
The first song that they actually rap on.
Ghost of Soulja
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
My
Yeah.
favorite one is The Blondie. I have to say that. Then after that, Be Never in the Story.
Yeah.
What do you rate the album?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Yeah, the only song I don't like is the Get the Gat song.
Okay.
And the only reason it gets a 4, Flux Capacitor.
Yeah.
And the only reason it gets a 4 instead of a 5 out of 5 is because of that song is trash, and I hate the mixing and mastering.
Okay.
Outside of that, it's a dope album.
I give it a 4 out of 5 simply because I wanted. It's certain like my favorite song on there. They cut it too short.
Yeah.
And I would like to hear more of Electronica rather than Jay-Z. But I can say this. I've never heard Jay-Z rap like this consistently before. And I think it's because of, I know it's because Jay Electronica brought him into his world. But yeah, you could get overshined like that.
But I think people are forgetting that. I think people underestimate how enlightened Jay-Z really is, though. You know what I'm saying?
True. But it takes somebody to actually steer you in that direction. Like Dr. Dre
I don't
could
even
bring
know.
something out of me.
Correct. I agree with that. But I think that, Jay said a long time ago, if skills so truthfully told, I'd probably be lyrically Talib Kweli. Truthfully, I run a rhyme like common sense. But I did 5 mics and I ain't been rhyming like common sense.
Yeah.
Like he want to make money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Now I'm not saying that's good or bad.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he wants to make money.
This was the perfect project for him to display.
To drop his knowledge. Yeah, I agree.
Because and just his flow.
They should have had a Nas feature.
Dude, yeah.
That would have been crazy.
Yes. Oh, and a Kendrick. I want a Nas, Kendrick, and Rhapsody. 13 tracks.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been so dope.
Yeah.
But the older Jay-Z gets the best, like, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so with this project came other people who had opinions about it.
Okay.
Including Joe Budden. Joe Budden said that, like what you said, Jay-Z watched Jay Electronica on the whole album.
In my opinion.
And the average, I get it, but what I don't like is how Jay Electronica handled it. The first thing he said was, good luck, praise to Allah for your journalist career, something like that. That's lame to me because everybody knows Joe Budden. He can rap.
I don't know if Jay Elect wanted with Joe Budden bar for bar.
Bar for bar? I don't know. Jay Electronica probably get him.
And I don't know because it
Joe
ain't
Budden
like it ain't like Drake. See, Drake was just too popular for Joe Budden. It was a waste of time.
Oh yeah, this would be
That'll be a war of words.
And see, that's the thing.
I don't know. Joe Budden can rap, man.
Yeah, Joe Budden can rap. Don't forget he was in Slaughterhouse.
Right.
So even before that, he was always dope. But I just think it's lame to just like that's just like me, right? Somebody could be like, oh, okay, if I say somebody, well, where your platinum album at? I'm like, bruh, okay. I'm not a mainstream hip hop artist, but I got bars for your ass. So if you want to see me in the booth, we could do it. But I think that's just so lame. Like, bro, everybody's not gonna like your shit.
Right.
And if somebody has something negative to say about it, you can address it. But I think it's lame for Joe Budden because Joe Budden is like on top of the world with this podcast.
Yeah,
shit.
he really
You know what
is.
I'm saying? So he's like a new Charlemagne.
Right.
So I think it's just lame to do that. But it was
like
funny.
this podcast.
But also, Joe Budden's? It's too long.
Yeah, I don't like it.
But I loved it when he was on Everyday Struggle. I think that was so dope. You didn't like that?
I don't like
Academics, but I used to like when Joe used to get his ass. But Joe Budden actually responded back and said that I took all your verses off and I got a Jay-Z mixtape.
That's
Woo,
crazy.
that was cold.
Hey, Joe Budden, send me that. Send me that.
That was cold, dog.
Hey, if you serious, I'm going to DM you by email, bro. I need that.
That was dope. He said, now I got a Jay-Z, so he won that battle.
I mean, it was just Jay-Z.
Yeah,
album.
anyway.
It's a Jay-Z album.
So anyway, shout out to that. Now, there's another album that people have been talking about that's dropping.
Okay.
Eminem dropping Martial Law.
Another one?
No. It's stupid. You know, with the whole coronavirus thing going on, people are talking about martial law.
Yeah,
ignorant folks are thinking MARSHALL instead of MARTIAL, like martial law. Get it? So they thought it was another Eminem album. People did.
Let's move on.
Hopefully it wasn't the Red.
Yeah, let's not talk.
It wasn't
let's
them.
not even
Did you
talk
hear about
those
that?
shit.
I did. It was so funny.
I don't even want to lower my IQ talking about those shit.
So
Seek help.
with
They
Jay Electronica. All right, he's 43 years old, right?
Yeah.
Debut album. Is there an age limit in hip hop?
For that type of hip hop, no. I
Okay.
think the type of hip hop Jay Elect does, Jay-Z does, you could be 50, 60, 70 years old and still make that kind of music. If he came out and tried to make a little baby type
Oh
album,
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
But Two Chainz did that. 2 Chainz was 36 years old when.
Yeah, but 36 ain't really old though. We talking about 46, and that's a big gap. Like
Yeah.
40s and 30s is a big gap.
So a 35-year-old could sound like Lil Yachty and it would be accepted. You think?
Probably not.
My thing is, I think that music, it doesn't really matter. Like, if people mess with it, they'll mess
Right.
with it. Because when 2 Chainz came out, even though he was older, his music did not disrespecting him, but his music didn't sound like something a 36-year-old would make because
Right.
his peers were like the Nas's, the Wu-Tang people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those folks were that age. And 2 Chainz in his 40s now, but he's still relevant. You know what I'm saying?
He's still jamming. Too,
Yeah, he's still
actually.
jamming. Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out
Yeah,
there.
no, I don't think age matters.
Yeah, it
What
doesn't.
you think?
No, I don't think age matters. No, it's never too late for anything. Right now, you got a song that's dope. You could be 50 years old and blow up off of TikTok.
Just don't put your face in the video.
Right.
If you 50.
Yeah, if you 50.
Let the
definitely.
song blow up
Right.
first.
Don't and then come out and say that.
And then you'll be fine. Take
So-
me on the road with you. I'll DJ for you.
Let's talk about the baby. The baby's
Yes,
victim.
let's go.
The baby's victim. The one that we talked about on the last episode.
Poor lady.
She had the phone.
Poor lady. Nope.
Huh?
It came out.
What happened?
She wasn't even the person that did that. He slapped the wrong person.
Yeah, the wrong person, and that wrong person is suing for $30,000.
Somebody else hit him in the face with the phone.
Yeah.
And then he slapped her.
So
Thinking he was slapping the person that hit him in the face.
she's suing him for $30,000 in injuries,
She
damages.
crazy.
Like,
She tripping.
what kind of like she?
Who's her lawyer?
That's what I'm saying. Like $30,000.
Bro, after the lawyer gets their percentage and taxes, she might go home with 15 grand.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why would you not go for the millions? You know what I'm saying? Like,
she might go home with 15 grand.
what would make a person not?
Not know no better.
Oh yeah, I think that's stupid. I think the baby slapping her was stupid,
Yeah.
but
That's really a waste of time, honestly.
yeah,
The 30 grand, he gonna give her that.
yeah.
And then
Easily.
the crazy part is, he'll set out of court and be like, "Let me just give you 20 and call it a day."
Right, and call it
Just to
that,
throw the
and
case
she'll
away.
take it.
And
She
she'll
might take 10.
Yeah, and
if you going for that low,
yeah,
like that was
hit me.
dumb.
I need $1 million.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I
At
would
least.
start.
I need
at
something.
2.
I need something that's gonna change my life. 30
Exactly.
grand. That ain't nothing.
nothing. That
That
ain't
ain't
nothing.
nothing.
Because you always set, like we said, you set the high amount first.
And then you let them
And
rebuttal.
then you let them-
then you meet somewhere in the
yeah,
middle.
but 30,000.
Yeah, I need 10 million.
Not 100.
I need 10
Just
million.
30.
You remember when Bow Wow threatened us?
Yeah.
I'd already,
Oh, yeah,
I'd
you had already
consulted a lawyer. Yeah. I'd already consulted a lawyer. I need 10.
Shout out to Bow Wow, man. He just had a birthday pass. I
Yeah,
think.
he turned 32, I think. Happy birthday, Bow Wow.
Yeah.
And they on the Millennium Tour. Well, it's been postponed thanks to Rona.
Right.
But yeah, he on the Millennium. Did you see he fell the other day though?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
50 Cent shared that, and it was
50 so dirty.
it was crazy. It's like let Bow Wow make it.
Hey man, it looked like his ACL went out. He's top heavy. He gotta hit the gym.
Yeah, he do.
He
You
look-
see his
yeah,
face
he
kind
look
of
top
full.
heavy.
You know,
Yeah, shout out
kinda
to Bow
heavy.
Wow, though,
Shout
man.
out to Bow Wow. All right, so
Or Shad Moss. He not Bow Wow. No.
oh yeah, but I mean,
No
isn't he
disrespect.
going by Bow Wow on this tour though?
Is he?
On Marion and Bow Wow.
This dude
That's
got
what sells.
identity crisis.
That's
dog.
what sells. So let's talk about the Flip the Switch challenge.
Yes.
That's out. Now, I only knew about it because Waka Flocka Flame.
Right.
Does he still go by Waka Flocka Flame? Or
Nah,
just
I
Waka
think he
Flocka?
just Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka said that he thinks that he doesn't agree with that. Why can't we have Be a Man challenge?
Right.
Now, if you do it, I would just imagine what would be a Man challenge. I want Jay Smooth on here for this one. I want to know, Smooth, what would Be a Man challenge actually be? Like, I bet you Jay Smooth could come up with some. Jay Smith,
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
he could come up with something so cold for
No
this.
comment.
It's his birthday today, and happy St. Patrick's Day.
I want to win a Grammy one day, so I'm not gonna comment
You
on
ain't
what the
gonna
Be a
comment on
Man
that.
challenge would be.
Okay. But so what do you think? Like Waka, like I said, I do respect a lot of what he says.
Right.
I follow his homeboy Raspy Rawls. You know who that is? No? Well, I guess they grew up together, but
Okay.
he shares enlightening things on Instagram all the time.
Okay.
But yeah, Waka Flocka had that to say. Waka Flocka also said that he didn't believe that minorities were capable of getting the coronavirus.
Yeah, that's been proven wrong.
Yeah. Well, has it though?
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell got it.
He's not a minority. Oh, well, yeah, minority. I guess he was thinking about more of like the urban, like the people from the hood, rather.
Oh.
Because
Has anybody in the hood got it?
That's what I'm
So
asking.
this is what I'm going to say about that, okay?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that people in the hood can't get it. I think it's that they won't test people in the hood, so we'll never know if people in the hood got it.
Or are people in the hood actually exposed to more rather than the Idris Elba on the road, you know what I'm saying, Donovan Mitchell. You're getting in contact with millions of people per month.
Right.
At these NBA games. But people in the hood, you know, it's the same habitat that we've been around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't live in the hood. I used to. But you get what I'm saying.
You moved out the hood?
I've been.
Sell out.
I'm still out.
Jay is sell out.
I'm a
I
sellout.
still live in the hood.
You still live in the hood? You're right.
Yeah, in the neighborhood. Real gated. You come around there, you want to call the police on you.
Right. So, yeah, but man, just speaking about this coronavirus thing, let's shed light on that.
Okay.
Right now, I've never seen this before. I was talking to my dad about this the other day. He's never seen it before. This is a pandemic. You got some people who think that it's the 5G towers.
Right.
Kerry Hilson came out and said something about that due to radiation. You got some people who are thinking that, hey, it's just it's a normal disease, but it's worse than everything that we've been thinking that it is. You got woke people saying this. Everybody's turning into this scientist.
What has Umar Johnson said about it?
He hasn't said anything yet.
Oh,
but
come
he has
on,
a
Umar,
meme.
we need you.
Right. He has a meme floating around that's saying that if you think about it, if you take out the COA or whatever you have, the COs and all the A's in Corona, then you have Ron, right?
Okay.
Ron Isley came out with You're Contagious, Touch Me Baby, Give It What You Got back in 2001, something like that. So y'all been sleeping on that. He's been told you about that 19 years ago.
So he tried to tell us 19 years ago.
19 years ago,
coming.
yeah, that it was coming. That's what. Nah, I ain't gonna do Umar like that. That's a meme though, because you know they be taking his head and put the little kufi on it and stuff like that. Oh my god,
that sounds like something he would say though.
It's crazy, but I really want to know what he thinks about it.
I do too.
I'm taking everybody.
Not that I trust it, but I do want to know.
Yeah, and this is what I want to say too, because Umar has been getting bad press lately. But people know that I listen to Tariq Nasheed, Umar Johnson, Dr. John Henry Clark, Francis Cress Welsing, just a whole bunch of scholars and different people that I listen to. Now, my thing is, you have to take everything with a grain of salt. You're even supposed to study your enemies. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like white people are the enemies, or if you feel like this group of people are enemies, you still study them. That's the art of war. You know what I'm saying? Like, you take a grain of salt from everybody. Nobody's going to be right every single time. Barack Obama wasn't right. But Trump, you could still learn some stuff from Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could still learn. Listen, he's dumb, right?
I learn from Trump every time I watch it. Every time.
He's handled this corona situation funny as hell.
I love Donald Trump, dude.
I do too.
And not in a Kanye West kind of way.
Right.
But I love Donald Trump.
Donald Trump he's entertaining.
Bro.
He's a reason he had a TV show.
Trump is the funniest politician I've ever seen in my life.
The stuff that comes out of his mouth.
He should be a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
But he can't tell jokes.
Yeah.
He just has to go on stage and talk about stuff that's going on in the world. And I promise you I would pay to see him.
What's the funniest thing you heard him say?
Well, for one, he calls this disease the Chinese flu.
The Chinese flu. He really said that, huh? He really, really said
Bro,
that.
all the time.
Bro.
That was hilarious.
That's crazy.
Then the fact that he didn't know people died from the flu.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Hilarious.
I always see headlines, but I don't know.
Bro, he's the president of the United States, and he didn't know that you could die from the flu.
Yeah. That's wild. That's wild. Where did we get this man from? And he's about to get elected again. He's about to get reelected.
definitely gonna be the president.
But you got to think, the majority of people in America, like, do you think like they're slow like him? I mean, you could look at that. So right now, everything is, well, I ain't gonna say everything is shut down, but with the coronavirus, you know, San Francisco is going on lockdown.
Yeah, I seen that.
I saw that.
24-hour lockdown for 3 weeks. That's crazy.
Mayor Keisha Bottoms has said that here in the city of Atlanta that you can't have public gatherings of more than 50 people.
Right.
A lot of restaurants right now are only doing drive-through or takeout only.
Yep.
It's
and cars only, not taking no cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
Because they say money is. I mean, money.
Yeah, money
already
carries
dirty,
diseases and stuff.
but-
So yeah, like you got to look at it like that. The country right now is on like
high alert.
they're high alert. Like people are scared, but what I want people to feel is that you shouldn't live in fear. This was gonna happen. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's a lot of people that are out of work.
Right.
A lot of people can't get that bag, can't get to the money. But I think that in due time this will pass. I have my own spiritual beliefs about what's happening. I'm not gonna share that on the show.
Right.
But if you want to holler at your boy, hit me up through the DM because people hit me up in my DMs all the time asking me what do I think about this. If you want to know what J Red truly thinks about this, hit me up on the Instagram DM. But one important thing I want to say, so how we have all these schools closing, the
Right.
sports are closing, events are closing, right?
No sports.
WrestleMania. You know what WrestleMania is?
What's that?
WrestleMania.
just messing
Right.
with you.
I was
Of
about
course
to
I
explain
know
for
what
people who
WrestleMania
don't
is.
know what WrestleMania is.
It's like the biggest wrestling
wrestling event, wrestling show. First of all time. They call it the grandest stage of them all.
Right.
The Showcase of the Immortals. Every year around March, April, they have it on pay-per-view at a big-ass stadium, right? This year, it's going to be held in the WWE Performance Center.
So basically, they practice arena.
Yeah, they practice arena.
Wow.
Yes. No crowd, right?
Wow.
Vince McMahon.
So what are they gonna use? A laugh track like Family Matters or
Dude,
something?
no, they just gonna have the commentators. Now I'm gonna say this: like they've been having some of their TV program, like SmackDown and
Yeah.
Raw. I've watched some of them, and with the commentary, you'll notice the crowd is gone visually,
Yeah.
but it's just like watching a regular
Really?
match. Yeah.
But there ain't no screaming and hollering or nothing.
Well, sometimes people they have escorts, female escorts. They like, yeah, go J Red, go dig. But it's still not good.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why Vince McMahon would do this because what money do you make off of this besides people subscribing to
Well,
the
he's
WWE?
still making money now, just not
Generate. You know how much money?
ticket sales, but he's still making ad revenue for sure.
Right. Yeah, for that. But do you know how much money that WrestleMania generates?
Probably $1 billion.
Not $1 billion.
Okay.
It's millions of dollars.
Yeah,
like
sure.
cities always say that it's record breaking and they bring
yeah.
it. So my thing is, but I saw a meme and this is messed up. Owen Hart, you remember who that was?
Yeah.
So they said, look, that Vince McMahon, this is the same wrestling show or wrestling organization
Right.
that had a man die from falling out the rafters, right? The rafters, but they still continue the show.
They did though.
They still continue I remember watching that, and they was like Owen Hart.
All they did was blacked it out.
Yep. And said Owen Hart is dead. All right, we got Stone Cold coming out to the ring. That was messed up, man. It's just crazy how much impact that this coronavirus has just I've never seen this in my life.
Nah, never. I think the closest thing to this I've ever seen was Katrina, because I was in Mississippi when it happened, and it displaced so many people. You know what I'm saying? We barbecued for like a week. Yeah. We were stuck on the street, but never like this though. Never, because everybody's lights are still on, TV's still on, still got, you know what I'm saying? Everything's capable of functioning, but you can't function.
Yeah, you really can't. It's like I said, it's people who can't go get they can't go to work.
Right.
Some people are scared to actually go to work.
Right. Clubs is closed.
Clubs is closed. And it's
lounges.
dang, so how can you even take your mind off of it? You know what I'm saying? It's wild. It's wild.
I made a fans only page to try to supplement my DJ income. So ladies.
OnlyFans?
Yeah, what is it? OnlyFans? That's how you know I'm lying.
You said fans only. I'm like, dude.
That's how you know I'm lying.
But one thing I want to talk about, how can we use this to our advantage? With this time off, if you've been off for if you're going to be off for the next couple of weeks and stuff, how can you use this to your advantage?
Well, I think for me, I'm not going to speak on nobody else, but for me, what I'm going to do is take this time to make sure my laptop is and crates and stuff like that is clean as far as DJing. Make sure that I don't have duplicate songs and stuff like that. I'm also going to take this opportunity to take advantage of my health, since I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm going to work out probably twice a day. Yeah. Get some rest, because I'm always going, so I'm going to sleep in. And you actually have to cook now, so I'm gonna stop eating out. Yeah. I'm gonna do some fishing, man, stuff like that. I'm gonna do some reading, because I've been saying I wanted to read more anyway. But so that's what I'm gonna do with my time. Yeah. What about you?
I've been reading. I've constantly read now. Right. I told myself when I had turned 27 I was gonna try to read, but like before this had happened, I started ordering books. So I'm gonna read, write some more music.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You never know. You can get another J Red album out of this.
I might drop an album out of this too.
They make you feel like you want to be locked in the studio.
Surviving Corona.
Right. Corona be, on the cover going like this.
Right.
But content creating, we're still going to do Red's View. I'm going to do more Red's View episodes with me reviewing different albums. For my Bone fans out there, I'm going to do some more shows talking about their albums, reviewing those. I might review Cameron albums, Dipset albums. I'm going to just take this time to do a lot more.
Talking about stuff that already came out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that already came out. Definitely. I'm going to do that. Well, my script for my movie is already finalized, but I'm gonna try to organize stuff with my man Shine.
Okay.
Get that done.
When you doing that?
Probably. I wanted to do it next month.
Okay.
But now with this virus happening, it may be summer.
I need a role.
Yeah, definitely.
I need a role.
Definitely, man. So yeah, I'm gonna just do that. And then, like you said, health wise, I always go to the gym, but now
me too.
I think that it's important. And my barber said this. Shout out to Pedro. He said that.
You got a Mexican barber?
No, he's Puerto Rican.
Oh, okay.
Obviously Hispanic. That's the same
Shout
thing.
out to Pedro.
Yeah, shout out to Pedro. So he was saying that this is a time that the world just needs a break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We've been working nonstop. A lot of us don't spend time with our families, our children. Some of the think about it, man. If you got a 12 to 14-hour job, you going and coming home, going to sleep, getting up to do the next thing, especially in the film industry. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of comedians, a lot of entertainers can't travel and stuff. Like, you have no choice now but to be at home.
The divorce rate is going to skyrocket, unfortunately.
The babies are going to have some Corona babies out there.
What month is this?
This is March.
April, May, June, July.
It's going to be a lot of Sagittarius coming out.
What's that, December? Oh, man.
It's going to be a lot of Sagittarius.
December and January, baby.
There's going to be a lot of me's coming, so y'all.
December and January, baby, is going to be through the roof.
Man, because it ain't nothing else to do.
Nothing else.
It ain't nothing else to do. But like I said, we've been working nonstop. Everybody needs a break.
Yeah, for sure.
And this won't last forever.
No, it won't.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll pass.
So, yeah.
This too shall pass.
Yeah, this too shall pass. But in the meantime, if y'all want, because we got free time, if y'all want us to talk about anything specific, review an old album, give us specific topics to discuss, you can always email us, or you can hit us up on Instagram, the DM.
Right.
And we're going to lead into that. This is my Instagram right now, at JAYR3D. Where can we find you at?
At TheeDJPM or www.theedjpm.com.
YouTube.com/WeAuthenticNetwork. Make sure that you subscribe, and also visit RedsView.com.
Right.
And also check out the commercial. Oh yeah, you got to share that, man.
Yeah, I got to share it.
That commercial that we have, it just highlights everything that we discuss on Red's View. It's real fly. Yeah. Shout out to Sean for putting that together. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
So yeah.
I just dropped a new playlist too on Tidal. It's called Corona Survivor Music.
That's for real, for real.
Yeah, that's serious.
Send it to me.
It's in my Instagram bio. Check it out.
Check it out. All right, y'all. This has been this week's episode of Red's View. Corona. Shout out to the coronavirus. This is it, y'all. J-Red, DJ PM, we signing out.
Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, don't give up, give up. Don't give up, you gon' be on. Don't give up, give up, give up, give up.
I know you got doubts, but get to the bag. Just follow the dream and stick with the plan. I know you get worried, I know you get scared. Better take that risk, or you get stuck there. The sky's the limit, don't think it's a ceiling.